Hello guys, so if you are a permanent resident visa approved applicant and holding a COPR for Canada, so this video is for you because we are going to discuss top 10 things which you should be care about before traveling to Canada on a permanent resident visa. Welcome guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Jatin Sani, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and licensed by Saskatchewan Immigration, and I practice in Surrey, BC in Canada, as well as we have our office in Jalandhar in India. You can also like and subscribe our YouTube channel to get more updates on Canadian immigration things so that you can get all the updates right away in your link in your YouTube channel to get update. So as we talked about top 10 things before you travel to Canada if you are a permanent resident visa approved candidate. So in this sequence, the first number is of settlement funds. If you remember, while you applied for your permanent resident visa, you submitted your application, you mentioned that you will carry few settlement funds depending upon your family size. So as per your application, now is the time that you should carry all these funds to Canada in the appropriate manner. And the best things to carry with you is in the form of either demand draft or a forex card. Other things which you can carry previously was a traveler's check, but these traveler checks are no more in existence. So you can take just a bank statement in which you are carrying these funds, and make sure that these funds should be visible in Canadian dollars and not in INR. Otherwise, you could get into trouble. Second thing which you should be aware about is to carry all the necessary documents which you mention in your permanent resident visa application, such as your marriage certificates, birth certificates of your child, all your educational credentials, including ECA report, IELTS certificate, and besides that, you can also carry your work experience letters which you mention in your permanent resident application. The third most important thing is to carry permanent resident card pictures. As you know that you have submitted already few pictures while your application, but now is the time that you carry hard copies of these pictures in the appropriate dimension, because these pictures will form basis for the PR card which you will receive within Canada. Other than that, you should also take handy Canadian address. It could either be for any of your relative or a friend, because your permanent resident cards will be delivered at this address only. Fourth, I would suggest that while you are in your home country, you attend a Canadian integration immigration program. Basically, these are the programs, these are the agencies which are being funded by Canadian government, and these agencies help you in connecting with your possible future employers, and they also help you in very much services like resume making, and besides that, they will also make you aware about how the things will take place in Canada as a new immigrant. Also, I mean, what initial things you should be taken care of applying for your service in card, or I mean taking insurance. So these agencies basically help you out in your initial few days in Canada and connecting you with the settlement agencies within Canada. So it is important to attend such a session. If I've shared a link in this description, and you can browse this agency which is operating in India, and you can attend their sessions before you travel to Canada. Number five is you should identify that if you are working in a regulated occupation and you are planning to work in the same occupation in Canada, and if it is a regulated occupation, for example, if you are a lawyer or a doctor, physician, so these occupations are regulated in Canada. So make sure you get and collect all the relevant information regarding licensing of these occupations in Canada. At least what you can do is you can get your educational credential assessments done while you are in your home country, so that you can save a significant amount of time while you are in Canada, and you can make progress towards getting your licensing done while you are in India or your home country. So number 8 is looking for a job in Canada. So as we understand that, I mean, references are the important and the most important thing while you are in Canada, because 80% of the jobs in Canada are being filled up through references only. So make sure, and if available, and if you can collect, get some good references who are employed and who are a part of labor force in Canada, and because of these references, the distance, the journey between you looking for a job will become a bit easier. These references will also become a part of your initial reference check process. So initial job searching could be a bit easier if you have good references at hand before you leave your home country. Number 7 is getting driver licensing abstract from your home country. So driver license abstract is basically a document which contains your driver license number, the date you got your driver license, the vintage of your license in your home country. So on the basis of this driver license abstract, it is possible to get significant amount of discounts on your driver licensing fees while you are in Canada. So this is the most important document. I'll share a reference document, picture of the document within this video so that you can get an idea what this document is. Number 8 is your vehicle insurance no claim letter from your insurer in your home country. So this letter will help you getting some additional discounts which could go up to 40% in Canada, because on the basis of this letter, your insurer in your home country declare that you have no driving accidents and you have not claimed any kind of amount from your insurer, and this letter will ultimately help you out in saving almost 40% of the insurance cost in Canada, because insurance is very costly in Ontario and especially in BC as well. So this letter will definitely help you out in saving a lot. So the other thing which you should take care of, getting a health insurance, initial health insurance for at least 3 months, because few provinces like Ontario and BC does not cover you for your initial 3 months of period under the provincial insurance coverage schemes. So it is better to research upon which insurance company will serve you while you are in Canada for initial 3 months, and it is advisable to already to pre-book your insurance needs and assess your needs before you travel to Canada, and take an appropriate insurance plan for you, your spouse, and if any kids are accompanying to you. So the last and the most important documents which you should prepare before you land in Canada are the documentation and forms related to CBSA, because these forms will help you declare if you are having few goods which you are planning to bring into Canada in future but not at the moment. So these forms will help you out in preparing a detailed list of these items which you will be bringing in Canada, because if you will declare all these things at the time of your initial landing in Canada, later on you will be saving on all the custom duties which you should be paying in future. But if you declare all these things upfront, so you could get exemption on the custom duties on all these goods. Other than this, there is also a requirement while you are in your journey, while you are in the planes, they will give you forms to fill up, and if you are bringing in more than 10,000 Canadian dollars for a person, so you should declare all these things. You should declare the amount in excess of $10,000, so that you should not get any problem, you should not face any problem while you are landing in Canada in front of a CBSA officer. So guys, these were the top 10 things which you should take care of before you are planning to Canada on a permanent resident visa and holding a COPR. I'm not taking into consideration all other travel restrictions at the moment, because there are so many things which you should take care of, like downloading of ArriveCAN app and taking a COVID test, because I'm preparing this video in the COVID times. So I'm not touching on the other things which are part of travel restrictions. So do research on all those things which are required at the time you are watching this video. So thanks for your time, and do like and subscribe our YouTube channel to get more and more updates on your Canadian immigration requirements and needs. Thank you.